Hello and welcome to this review of a very interesting bourbon because it is no longer produced. This is Jim Beam Black Sour Mash Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, aged 8 years, 86 proof. Now, if you go to Walmart, our Walmart sells liquor, okay, so they'll have the Jim Beam Extra aged, the black label, the current one, but not this black. I bought this at International Market. This huge bottle was $32.95, and I don't know what year this is from, but it's got some years on it. Bottled by James B. Beam Distilling Company, Beam, Claremont, in Frankfort, Kentucky. It's got the generations of owners there. Aged for 8 years in new charred oak barrels at full 86 proof. Family famous for distilling bourbon over 200 years. I could give us some clue. Okay, let's see. Might be a 2008 bottle, but it doesn't matter, it's no longer produced. Alright, so I can still go to that store and get, they may not have any more of the big bottles, but they've got the you know, the regular 750s. Definitely have those. Well, they did a few weeks ago. Did do a review of my friend David. He couldn't help it. He bought 2 bottles of this. He bought one and then he went back. He said, I gotta buy another one. It went up to $34.95 the second time, but his is gone, and I'm gonna try to be very careful with this. It's not gonna go away anytime soon. Because I'm going to bring it into the taste challenges, and that takes a while. So it's copper, clear, straight bourbon, so we know there's no coloring added and there's no flavoring added. Sometimes you'll find these lower shelf bourbon products and they'll say bourbon with natural flavors, and some will say bourbon with natural flavors and caramel color, but this is nothing like that. All right. Let's go with the Aroma. Yeah. Oh, damn. Typical, you know, spilled a little bit of it. Bourbon is a type of corn whiskey, but so it's get that corn grain, charred oak, sweetness, sugar, candy corn. Yeah, all right, let's go with the taste. Cheers. I don't have a Jim Beam glass of any sort, but I have this beautiful Crown Royal glass, which someone gave me, and I think it looks great. So this was back when they were trying to do like a straightforward double age. Jim Beam is 4-year-old, so they're going 8 years, double aged. Jim Beam is 40% alcohol, so they were going up back to what it used to be in the 1970s and 80s, 86 proof, 43% alcohol. They still make some Beam variants that will be up in the 86 range, like Old Tub. You can look around, you'll see them, more than likely. But the standard Jim Beam is 4-year age and 40% alcohol. And then if you want to go cheaper, you can get Old Crow from James B. Beam Distilling, and that's 3-year age, 40%. I was going to say if you want to go even cheaper, but I think it's the same price as Old Crow, the Beams 8-Star. Beams 8-Star, the straight bourbon in that product is aged, it's a blended whiskey, aged 2 years, and 40% alcohol. I don't see that around. I don't know if they discontinued that one though, because Dorgnac's used to have it in the regular bottle, 750 glass, and the plastic. Excuse me, something outside is messing with my nose. But last year I've been to Dorgnac's. I've not seen the 8-Star, so they might have cut it after almost 50 years of production. Oh well, no one's gonna get brokenhearted over that. Of course, I think they have a lot of it at Star, so maybe just Dorgnac's decided not to carry it. But back to this, let's concentrate on this. It's simple. I'm not going to pretend like it's so super complex. Oh, it's amazing. I can't believe it. It's Jim Beam, age 8 years. Now, would I like to try the extra, the current version, the extra age, which is clearly not 8 years, since they wanted to go a little cheaper on it. But it still might be very good. Medium body. Kind of a not a super drawn out finish. It's just like a little higher level Jim Beam. Now I was disappointed back in 2017 when I was just getting into Jim Beam Choice, which was charcoal filtered. That was their claim to fame on that one, charcoal mellowed. So it wasn't any different than regular Jim Beam. It's just it was dripped through charcoal. Like Jack Daniels, but then I was having trouble finding it, and I wrote an email to the company, and they said, well, actually, it's going to be discontinued after 2017. It won't be around. That was the green label, and so it is gone. It's a moderate charred oak flavor. There's the candy corn, the sweetness, the sugar, like a brown, yeah, like a brown sugar type of situation. Sometimes these bourbons have like the dried fruit cake fruit. You know, they get in the Mylar bags at the grocery store, and you put them in the fruit. You make your own fruit cake, and they'll be like freeze dried or dehydrated. I don't know how they do it, like cranberries and things like that, cherries. It's got that kind of taste. A little honeysuckle nectar. I've said that before with other bourbons. Yeah, it's nice. I'm glad I bought it. This relic, this artifact of bourbon history, but still available here in Louisiana in different bottle sizes. It definitely is 750s. I'm like so impatient to buy the Jim Beam Black Extra, you know, the new one, but I have too many bourbons on the shelf that need to be addressed, and maybe in 10 years I can get to those. I wanted to do Ezra Brooks. There's different Ezra Brooks I've been trying to, well, if I see Ezra Brooks blended, the white label, I'll get it. Just because I think that one's going away. But I'm not confident I'll find it. But it's going to be 10 years before I get to Ezra Brooks. 10 years before I get to the Jim Beam Extra Black, the current. Maybe in 10 years that'll be gone, you know. But I'm just too far behind. If you see the bourbons I've got on the shelf, you'll understand. You'd say, oh wow, you might want to cool it, you know. Not buy anymore, and I haven't bought any in over a year. Last year Walmart was selling a bunch of different bourbons, straight bourbons and other bourbons for $10. Well, yeah, I bought them. I guess if I went to Walmart next week and they had a bunch more for $10, yeah, I'd buy them. But I haven't seen that in 10 years. I haven't seen the $10 deal at Walmart in a year since that last cleansing, I would call it. They just wanted to get rid of their stock, and they were like, sell it for 10, anything, whatever it is, brandy, rum, gin, bourbon. And so I stocked up. But back to this, you could make the argument, why are you even reviewing it, because it's no longer produced. That's a good argument to make, but it's still available, as evidenced by, like I'm telling you, there's at least one store right there close to New Orleans that has multiple bottles, and if there's one, there's probably more, you know, so it's out there. It's a beautiful product. What's the complaint? I don't see where you could complain about it. It even has a little coffee note. You might say, well, I look down on Jim Beam because it's inexpensive generally, so I don't deal with bourbons like that. Well, okay, don't buy it. But to me, across the board, it's beautiful. And I think if I went and bought the current bottle of the extra black, I think it would be great. You know, probably not maybe as great, but maybe their scientists determined that shaving off a couple of years of aging wouldn't hurt the flavor. I don't know. So final score. Sorry about my nose. It just started happening in the last 30 minutes. Well, naturally, I'm getting ready to do a video. But like this pollen, even in December, coming out there, I see plants with the honeybees on them. Yeah, it's definitely an A. Definitely an A. Some would say 94 out of 100, 9.4 out of 10. Maybe I'll wake up one night in a cold sweat, out of my mind, mad, and say, I'm going crazy. I gotta buy Jim Beam Extra and jump the gun and do it. I can't wait 10 years. I have to do it. But if it's between 2 a.m. and 6 a.m. in this town, I can't buy it because there's no alcohol sales allowed between 2 a.m. and 6 a.m. I'll have to wait till 6 a.m. and go buy it at any local store because so many people carry it. All right, that's it. 9.4 out of 10. A most excellent product. I love it. I'm going to drink the whole bottle. I'm going to drink the whole bottle in, 10 years. And by the time I'm finished with the bottle here, it'll be time for the current version, which then won't be current. Maybe. I don't know. All right. So thanks for watching this, and it's on to the next product.